let's be honest with ourselves. When we look at life, we want to produce in every area. You want to be healthy, you want to be fit, you want to be able to go and do and not have to worry about your health long term. You want to be able to have relationships with your family on another level, that you're connected with them, you're grateful for them, and you're fostering and building those relationships. On the other side of your faith, you want to have a relationship with God. You want to have a purpose. You want to have a mission. You want to have a way of being able to just take action and not worry about tomorrow or the next day. When we look at it when it comes to our finances, we want to all produce in finances. That's a duh, right? So what do? The problem is with most people is they have a small plate. And with that small plate, what they're trying to do is they're trying to add more and more on a small plate. And so if you envisioned someone with maybe an appetizer plate, a little small plate, and they're piling all this food on and they're trying to walk with it, and you had just food falling everywhere. It's overwhelming. It's sloppy. And so what we need is we need to look at it a little bit differently. What if we had a larger plate? What if we had more capacity? More capacity to take more on. What we'd be able to do is we'd be able to manage it more. You'd be able to put the food a little bit here, a little bit there, and you'd be able to have more room and more clarity and more focus. You see, that was the problem that I found was when I was looking at being my most elite version. How do I manage it all? How do I produce in each of those areas? So first of all, that comes with power. You have to empower yourself to have the capacity to do all the things that you need to do. Now, one is we have to have that internal operating system where we're just going to tell the truth from the get-go. That's powerful. By you being honest with yourself from the get-go and getting to the facts, that is about as powerful as it gets because it's going to lead you to freedom in those areas. But if you lie to yourself from the get-go, then understand that it's going to lead you to a fantasy land. You're not actually making progress like you'd like to, and it's not going in the direction that you want to go. On the other side of that, so like we can have that internal operating system where we're just being honest with ourselves and other individuals, then we can get to where we want to go. And it's a straight line. That's powerful. On the other side of that, we have stories that we run. We're telling ourselves, and we live in this box of these stories that we run. This box keeps us here. And if you don't question your stories and break that frame and break that box that you're living in, you're never going to grow into the next level. You'll never know what's possible. But we all do it. We all tell ourselves stories and lies and and have self-doubt about what we can actually accomplish. So we have to also look at the stories that we're telling ourselves. That's powerful. Questioning our thoughts, questioning the things that we're telling ourselves. Now, with an internal operating system, with breaking down and being honest with ourselves and with being able to look at the stories and really questioning those, and then having a routine. That's the vital four. Being able to show love and attention in each of the vital four areas. And that's what I wanted to give to you today is the vital four. It's a morning routine that you can put in the morning. But understand this, you can go and check the box on all this stuff and think you're just going to show up and it's going to work. Or you can do it with intention. You can wake up every morning, put your attention on your intentions. So 1, fitness. You get a half a point for a green shake. Okay? I will put some links here so you can be able to download some recipes there. But just a half a point. I'm not going to tell you what to eat, but I'm going to tell you just have a green shake and then you'll start to make better decisions throughout the day. I'm going to make it by addition instead of subtraction. On the other side of that, half a point for breaking a sweat. Breaking a sweat, we are, could be you're getting a small workout in for 10 to 15 minutes, doing some push-ups and sit-ups and squats. It could be that you're going for a walk. It could be that for me, I get in the cold every morning. 45 degrees, I got an 80-pound barrel. I have a cooler hooked up to it, and every morning I get in that to help me shift. It gives me energy. And that's what the workouts we want to do is, we don't want it to be some long drawn out. We want to just get some, we know how good we feel when we sweat. And that's what we want to do is first thing in the morning, get that going so we can get those endorphins. You get a half a point for the green shake, a half a point for breaking a sweat. That's fitness. 1 point. You look at faith. We're going to take a little time to be quiet, to create some space. We're reactive. When somebody says something, we react. What we want to be able to do is create some space. And by doing that, we're going to meditate. We're going to take 10 to 15 minutes to focus in on breathing in through our nose, out your mouth. You can close your eyes and do that. You can go for a walk and do that. So you can really get two at one with doing break your sweat and then going for meditation, not taking a phone or anything, just being quiet and going for a walk. Now, half a point for the meditation, because it's going to create some space and let us be able to make decisions that are more in line with what we want. On the other side of that is recording our 3 wins from the day prior. You see, what we do is we want to look at how far we have to go. And when we look at how far we have to go, it's a long, hard road. But if we could actually just turn around and look at our 3 wins, we can see a lot of progress. And that progress will keep us going forward and get us momentum to roll into the next day. Half a point for meditation, half a point for 3 wins. Now we have 2 points with fitness and faith. Next one's family. Super easy. Send a text message to 2 individuals. Could be your spouse, could be your kids, could be friends, family. But we're going to be very intentional in what we're saying to these individuals. Not just I love you, not just hey, thinking of you. Go in and tell them what you're grateful for. Tell them what you appreciate. Pick 2 people, half a point, half a point. Now, we go to the finance side of it. We got 3 points total now. We go to finances. Our problems come down to study and having some type of skill sets and studying some type of skill set and a mindset. 2 problems, skill sets and mindsets. So half a point for studying a skill set in your finances, in your career that you need to get better at, that you need to improve on. Study it. Half a point for execution. Execution, all I want you to do is have a list of things. That could be when you're studying. It could be a book, a YouTube video. It could be a course like this. Whatever it is, whatever you're going to study, we're going to make a list of actionable items that we can act on at some point. So we're going to study it, find something for 5-10 minutes, and once we find it, we're going to move it over and we're going to implement it into our life, into our business, into our career at some point. And so you can just kind of keep that there so when you're really focused, okay, this is what I'll do at some point. Now we have 4 points. Now here's what I can tell you. If you want to produce, like I know you do, then you have to have that internal operating system where we're being honest with ourselves. You got to question your stories. That's powerful, and it helps you start to just kind of charge up and get ready. And then you have to have the morning routine that's going to shield you and get you ready for your day. It's going to be all 3 of those together. You show up powerful, and guess what? When you show up powerful on that level, then you produce on another level in all of those areas of life. My friends, I appreciate you. If you have any questions on this, don't hesitate to reach out. Talk soon.